Welcome to a new Liftinstituut Experts session. In this series of short video discussions, experts from all around the world share their knowledge, experience, and views on a variety of vertical transportation subjects. Today we have Carl van den Einden. He's the product manager of machinery at the Liftinstituut, and we'll be discussing the revision of the Machinery Directive at the European Union. Welcome, Carl.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yes. So I have questions about the why the revision is occurring, but first of all, maybe we could talk about what the Machinery Directive is and how it affects us.
The Machinery Directive is there are essential health and safety demands for machinery in general way. So safe products can be put on the market in the European Union.
So it does, anything that qualifies as machinery is regulated by this, and it's guidelines for manufacturing the products and ensuring that they're safe, yes?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's a really big variety of machinery.
Yeah, I can imagine everything from a small device to something enormous like an elevator. Yeah. And why is the revision occurring? Have there been specific changes? Does it happen on a regular basis?
It's both. It is on a regular basis by regulation done, but also new developments in state-of-the-art, like safety software or for artificial intelligence. That's why the regulation has to be updated once a while to get it in line with it.
Okay, that makes sense. The current revision, what stage is it in? Is it just about ready, just getting started? Where are we on that roadmap?
There was already started a few years ago an inquiry for the Machine Directive, and from that inquiry the Commission made a first proposal, and that was drafted up in April 22 of 21, and the stakeholders could comment on that. And all those comments the Commission is now dealing with and making a new proposal. Will be the final proposal, and then the member states can vote on that. If they are accepted or not accepted.
And once it is enacted, I'm guessing there's a transition period for manufacturers to get up to code, so to speak?
Yes, you're right with that, because there are a lot of changes upcoming in the directive. The stakeholders need some time to adapt that in their process. So in the regulation now there are 30 months written down as a transition period.
Got it. Okay. Well, thank you for that background. Now, what can you tell us about this specific revision? What are the important things to know about what's coming?
What's coming up? First of all, the regulation. It is a regulation, not a directive anymore. So the member states have to implement that in their national legislation one-on-one. So no changes anymore. So that's a big change, I think. There are also the content is totally reshuffled. So all the articles, there are a lot of more articles in, and annexes are really changed. So that's from the administrative point of view, a lot of changes.
Just the organization of it is entirely different.
But technical, there are also a lot of changes too.
Sure, yeah. Tell me about some of those, both in general, but also specifically what technical changes would apply to vertical transportation, elevators and so on. Yes.
I think first of all it's quite good to mention that it's also applicable for lifts, of course. Safety software is now into the definition of the Machinery Directive. The same as artificial intelligence, which is now defined, so that's things which is needed into the Machine Directive now. What is upcoming is really a change, is that there is a certain annex into the Machine Directive for dangerous machinery, and for putting that kind of product on the market now, also always is a notified body needed. In the current directive, they have a lot of opportunities to do that, but now they have to need a notified body every time. There's also a conformity assessment procedure now for substantial modification, that you just do the conformity assessment for the substandard modification types of the machinery. There are also the Commission can now put technical documents by themselves when there are no harmonized standardizations, for example. And there is a procedure added that they can change the annex of the dangerous machinery or the safety components, that they can change them during the applicable of the regulation, that they can change them during time.
Okay, in the meantime, that makes sense. Now, a couple of times you've mentioned dangerous machinery, and I'm interested in the definition of that. We like to think of our elevators as being very safe, of course, but is there a definition, like what counts as a dangerous machine?
Yeah, there is a kind of definition. They are high-risk machines, so they are normally dangerous for the user.
Okay.
And there is also lifts is mentioned, but not the lifts which the lift directive is applicable, but when the speed is lower than 0.15 meters per second, that type of lifts is the machinery directive regulation applicable.
Okay, just overlapping things.
But there are a really big variety of type of dangerous machineries mentioned in that annex.
Sure.
So like chainsaws.
Right.
It's one of the people can imagine, or service lifts for a car is a dangerous machine, or for a vehicle which collects garbage. That's also a dangerous machinery, for example. But also a logic unit, like a computer with safety functions, is a dangerous machine.
It's a dangerous machine, I can see that down the line. And it's a good thing. It means that we're treating these with seriousness just because of the hypothetical potential for a hazard in the future, and making sure that it's properly inspected by the manufacturers and also when it's out in the wild,
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Carl, for doing this work, and thank you for updating us on it.
You're welcome, Kevin.
Okay, and thank you at home for watching another Liftinstituut expert session. You can find more editions of our videos on our channel, so subscribe to Liftinstituut. If you have ideas for future topics you'd like to see in a video, you can let us know in the comments below. And we'll see you at the next Liftinstituut expert session.